Hey everybody, Boxing Boat coming at you again today. I want to talk about tiger carpet pythons, okay? I have right here on me is David. This is a Leary line tiger, okay? And there's several different lines of tigers in the coastal aspect. There's also two other new tigers out there. There's the Erin tiger and there's the Darwin tiger, which I will get into. But first let's talk about, just these tigers. There's the Leary line tiger, which is what he is. There is the Balin tiger. There's the Balin red tiger. There's the citrus tiger. There's the Russian red, which was created by Mike at Scattershot Exotics, or also known as the zoo line tiger. There is the tri-stripe tiger. So there's several different types of tigers, but what does that mean? Well, for example, if and that don't include, before I go on, that don't include the albino tigers out there, the hypo tigers, or caramel tigers, the, zebra tigers, any other morph you want to start getting tigers into. Also, there's a thing called a super tiger. Well, there's really no such thing as a super tiger. What a super tiger is just like the best of the best tiger that was selectively bred, and it just looked absolutely it's the best looking tiger possible, and a lot of those are referred as the super tiger. The tiger gene is polygenic, okay? So, I take this Leary line here, I'll breed it, say I want to breed it to one of my jags, okay? I'll get some tigers, I'll get some jag tigers, but if I want to refine that, I need to either add more Leary line tiger, or I need to keep those babies back, put them back to the father or put them back to each other, and really start to line breed that line of tiger and really refine it. A perfect example is I'll show you some tigers real quick here. This is an example of a tiger, okay? Priest, if you need to, you can walk in or you can zoom in, do what you need to do to get it in shot. This is a tiger. I don't know whose photo this is. It's on Google, so I don't want to give credit to somebody that I don't know. And then this is a citrus tiger, okay? Those, and then I can sit there and go on, and I gotta, I'll leave a link to Rogue Reptiles, but they do a really good job, and Priest, you probably have to come in again, buddy. They do a really good job on breaking down the tigers and stuff like that, and, what they are, their names, what they're doing and stuff like that, so they really do a good job. This one is from Jason Balin. Well, they got it from Howard, but originally came from Jason Balin, East Coast Serpents. But these are just some examples of tigers that they have, the red lines and stuff like that. There's a tri-stripe. The classic, gold tigers. That's what a classic tiger will look like. Just so you guys know. And you guys, I'll leave a link so you can go to this. Now this is a perfect example of what they call the Russian line tiger. Okay, this is by Scattershot Exotics. This is a beautiful one that Rogue Reptiles owns, and I'll leave a link, like I said, in the description, so you can go to that. But the one thing you want to do if you have a Balin tiger, try to breed. You can outcross it to obviously other morphs. And other stuff. But if you want to continue that certain Balin line, that certain red or whatever, you want to try and stick with that line. It's just like pastels and bows. There's a bunch of pastel line bows out there. But in a bunch of names, but you want to stick with that line to refine it and to keep it going. So that's what you kind of want to do with tigers too. So if I got a Leary line tiger, I can breed to it. Like I said, I can breed to a jag and do what I want to do from there to get more. Another option is to find another Leary line tiger that's a coastal and put them together and start refining it that way. So you don't really want to go mixing this tiger with that tiger, because then it kind of muddles it up. If you do, there's nothing wrong with that, but just make sure you tell people that it's this tiger and this tiger, so that way they don't think they're buying a Russian line when they're actually buying a Balin line. So you got to be honest with people, and so, or you can sit there and say, look, this was bred to a Balin and to a Russian line. So that way at least they know what they're working with. Now, I'm going to show you another picture, which is very cool. And this one is owned by Nick Mutton. It's a new line of tiger. It's actually a new morph in general. This is a pure Darwin tiger. Now, this is not related to the coastal tiger, okay? This is its own morph. And this is where it can be very confusing because so many of these are called tigers. I wish these guys would be a little bit more inventive on their names. Not to cut down any of you guys, but I mean, yes, it looks similar to what a coastal tiger is, but I mean, I wish we would come up with some different names other than just tiger for everything on these to describe, you know, some striped stuff and some other characteristics. I mean, that'd be cool. Just throwing that out there, so that way it would really help not muddle up the waters. But this is a really neat new morph that Nick Mutton has. I don't think any are available yet. If there are, very few people, only a select few people would have them. But something to be looking forward to, something new in the Darwin gene other than just the albino. So very exciting stuff. Let me go to this real quick. And I want to show you another example of a new tiger. I believe this tiger is a joint project between Eric and Owen. And okay, Priest, you probably have to come in real close for that. This is a tiger Erangia. Now there's some very subtle things. It's different than the tiger coastals. It's not related to the coastals. You can see definitely some big blocky patterns, and then, you know, big open spaces. You can see the striping and stuff like that. And so a lot of people are confusing striped Erangias with the tiger. Why there are similarities, this is its own separate morph. So if you want to get into it, or if you want to talk to somebody about it, you know, I'll leave a link to Eric's website so you can go to it. And he has just a plethora of carpets for you guys to look at and get a good idea of just different morphs in general, different tigers and stuff like that. It's just, he's a wealth of knowledge. Same thing with rogue reptiles. So definitely something to check out. Now, one thing I do want to talk about is on Morph Market, there's some tigers you can buy. The problem with that is, like, it's cool, but one of them is, you know, it's a really nice looking tiger. It's a Leary, it says Leary tiger to a tiger. Don't tell you what the other tiger is. Absolutely gorgeous animal. I think it's absolutely beautiful. But be careful where you buy your animals from, because there's underground reptiles that are selling tigers. And I'm sorry, but when it comes to underground reptiles, if you're even thinking about buying an animal from underground reptiles, there's a window, and there's a door. Run. And just stay away from them. They can't keep track of where they got their animals from. They sell sick animals. I've heard just the horror stories. Look it up on YouTube, underground reptiles, and just be prepared to look at just horrific things that have happened to people. So don't buy that tiger, but do buy the other tiger if you want, or if you're looking for a tiger. There's another guy on there that has a Leary to a tiger that's really reasonable price. I know Owen's got some on Rogue Reptiles. If you go to his website, he's got some awesome tigers for sale for like $150, $150 to $200. They're absolutely just beautiful baby tigers. So if you're wanting to get into it, that's a great way. And you know what you would be buying. Same thing with Eric. If you're looking for a tiger project, you know, I'd get a hold of him and he could set you in the right direction. Same thing with Balin. Those guys are really good guys to get your tiger from, because they really know the tiger gene. They really work hard on it. They've refined it. They've done some amazing stuff with it. So don't let, you know, the tiger morph confuse you with all the different names out there. It's just like pastel boas. It's just different names for the same thing, other than like I said, the Darwin and the Erangia. You know, so hopefully this video helps you understand the whole tiger morph complex. Just remember, it's not a codominant, it's not a recessive, it's a polygenic trait found in coastals that people have refined over the years. Okay, just remember that, and you can go to them websites, find out the information. You know, email these people. You can do anything you want to find out the information that's out there. You know, it's great information. Their websites are just a wealth of knowledge. So definitely definitely check them websites out. If you have any questions or comments, you know, just please leave them down below, and you know I will get back to you. And you know, hopefully you guys understand what I was trying to get at today. On the Tiger Talk, and I just want to say thank you so much for watching my videos and subscribing and supporting my channel. I appreciate you all today. Stay positive. I know I will. Peace.